Shay Russell from mining.com.au, and I'm coming to you from the Noosa Mining Conference. Joining me today is Carly O'Regan, the Executive General Manager of VHM Limited, which is a very unusual story in mining circles. VHM Limited is actually a near-term producer of rare earths in Victoria, of all places. My goodness, how did that even happen?
I know. We have been going at it for about 7 years, originally looking to zircon, and then discovered that along with the zircon comes the rare earths. So we developed the project up, mineral resource estimate, ore reserve, PFS, we've done a DFS, and we're now just waiting for our ministerial approval. So it's been a lot of work, but we're extremely advanced.
Yes.
And looking to get into production in late 2025.
This is a remarkable story. You have, this is one of those examples of an overnight success story, 7 years in the making.
7 years.
7 years in the making. You're completely operating by stealth. Tell me, how did this even come about, looking for zircon and transforming it along the way? Like, at what point did management sit down and go, oh, wow, we've got a really cool deposit on our hands?
So our first managing director, Graham Howard, discovered the tenements, and he's a geologist by background. So did a lot of DD, and then grew that up into a mineral resource estimate. And we've got about 820 million tonnes of mineral resource estimate, and we have 210 tonnes of ore reserve. So we got to a point where, having such a large mineral resource estimate, we had to draw a line in the sand.
Yes.
Literally. And we proceeded ahead with the Goschen project, which is a 20-year life of mine. So we're only using half of the ore reserves. We've got another 20 years to go, but that's what we put in the EES. And we also have, within our 2,000 square kilometres of tenement, we have 3 other projects. One is the Canny project, so that's 20 kilometres south. Has really good high-grade rare earths and zircon and titania. We have the Nowie project to the north, and only 8 kilometres from the Goschen project, we have Orion, which has super high-grade near-surface rare earths.
So let's talk about the location. This isn't a site, hundreds of kilometres from a tiny town. You're near major infrastructure. You've got Swan Hill, which is a major country town.
Yes.
You've got great road access, rural infrastructure. This is incredible. How has that helped you from a local employment perspective?
Yeah, significantly. If we just touch on the infrastructure, it's kind of like a Goldilocks project. Because we have 40 kilometres from the processing site, we have the Ultima Intermodal, and that goes down direct to the Port of Melbourne. We have access to water, so Kangaroo Lake, we've got access to water there. There's a lot of solar and wind farms around, so when we get to the point to want to use renewable energy, we'll have access to that. And you touched on the local employment element. And that's something that's really important to us. We want to hire local. We want to have benefit for that region. We're not going to be doing a fly-in, fly-out camp at all. We want to be upskilling those in the region to actually live, grow and prosper in the region.
That is an incredible story, and I love it when mines can actually support the local communities. And also, too, it reduces the costs of FIFO work. Fly-in, fly-out, for those who don't know what FIFO is expensive for a business. It's a huge operating cost, so being able to tap into that local knowledge and grow and nurture communities is such a positive thing to do. Now, I'm not sure I want to embarrass myself with trying to pronounce some of these rare earth names. I did see neodymium.
Correct.
Which rare earths have you got? And can you pronounce them for me?
After 7 years with VHM, I hope I can pronounce it, but this could be the time that I stop up. We've got neodymium, praseodymium, dysprosium, and terbium. So it's quite unique. We've got both the lights and the heavy rare earths. This is something that's actually quite unique to the Murray-Darling Basin, so the northwest of Victoria. If you look at projects in Western Australia, most of them only have the NdPr. But we're very fortunate. We've got the top 4 P critical rare earths. and it is very unique to that region. Very similar basket to Astron as well.
Yep.
We also have the zircon and titania, so we're not just reliant on the rare earths.
Yes, you've got two other metals
Yes.
that are almost continuously in demand.
Absolutely, yeah, and that have been able to maintain a steady price per tonne as well.
Yes,
so,
that certainly helps as well. It helps de-risk what the
absolutely,
project.
yeah.
Now, listen, all investors can be an impatient bunch sometimes. Tell me, what comes next from a news flow point of view? What should investors be looking to hit from VHM, aside from the fact that you'll be in production this time next year? How exciting!
It's very exciting. So, so our most near-term catalyst is really our ministerial approval. To get constructing, so and our mining license. So we believe that that's really going to re-rate the company, and we'll be one of the first companies to get a mining license in Victoria in a number of years. So it's super exciting, and we just can't wait. We can't wait to get going on it.
That's an incredible achievement. It's also great to see Victoria leaning towards becoming more of a pro-mining government. It hasn't been an environment that lacks flexibility, let's just say, in recent years, but I hear a lot of good things. That's changing. This project seems to be a catalyst for that. How fabulous. I didn't know this was in my backyard. I can't believe I didn't know about this, and I live in Victoria, and I'm quite an advocate for mining in Victoria. Thank you so much for your time today. This sounds like a great project.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you.